some people leaders and other people followers? Which makes most people talk about a dream and never follow through, and other people, just a small percentage, kick ass, take names. You can throw any obstacle at them, they find a way to break through. What's the difference? So it made me obsessed to want to know why people's lives turn out so differently. And my first answer, growing up poor with no great role models, was, well, some people are just lucky. They grew up in a family where everybody loves each other and they stay together. You know, some people are lucky. They grew up in a family and everybody's educated, and so they work hard to educate their kids. Or some people are lucky. They grew up in a family with lots of money, so they have resources to travel and learn and expand and do whatever they want. And as much as I wanted to believe that story, that some people are just lucky, that they had a better family, when you pay attention and you're even slightly honest with yourself, that story doesn't hold up, does it? Because when you look around, what happens to people that were truly given everything and they don't have to work for it? What happens to the person who's born and they got total love and support from their family? They have total financial abundance. They don't have to worry about it whatsoever. They got all the great education. What happens to the majority of those? Not all, but the majority of those people don't build any muscle. They're not hungry because everything was given to them, so they don't have any hunger that could give them drive. Which, if you ask me, Tony, what's the single most important key to success above anything else? It's not talent, it's not skill, it's hunger. If you get enough hunger going in you for an answer, you'll find the answer. If you get a hunger enough inside of you that says, I gotta take things to a next level, I gotta achieve, I gotta make a difference, I gotta expand, you will find the answer. People's intelligence will expand if they got enough hunger. But if you got everything and you're not hungry, you're not gonna have much. And then you find these people that life seems to have stepped on. You know the kind of people I'm talking about? Life has kicked them in the face. They've experienced tremendous injustice. Nothing has been fair to them. They've been abused mentally, emotionally, sexually, spiritually, whatever. And very often, those are the very people that most of us are inspired by, who achieve levels that most people never dream about and who touch society. So how many came here for some breakthroughs? A breakthrough means a new quality of life. So let me give you 3 keys to a breakthrough. Any one of these 3 can give you a breakthrough, but if you do all 3 of these, you're gonna have an extraordinary breakthrough. So let's start with something so simplistic that none of us would be emotionally attached to it, and we all know it's true. And let's take a symbol in society. Literally 60% of Americans are overweight. Now, I wanna ask you a question. Is that because the strategies required to losing weight are so complex that it's just completely overwhelming? No. However, if you have the wrong strategy, you're guaranteed failure, even if you're motivated and driven and excited. Is that fair to say? So if you have the wrong strategy, it's not gonna work. So let me give you 3 things in reverse order of importance, okay? Reverse order, least important first. If you want a breakthrough, one of the things that give you a breakthrough is a strategy. A new strategy could change everything. Does that make sense? A new way to do something. If you come up with the right strategy, it could save you a decade. It could save you 5 years. What is a strategy? It's a specific way to do something that if you do it that way, you get the result every time. Think about strategy like a recipe. If you know someone's recipe and they took 25 years to figure out how to make the perfect chocolate cake, and you're not a baker, but you got their strategy, you got their recipe, how often can you get the same quality of chocolate cake if you follow their recipe, if you follow their strategy? How often will it work? How many times? Every single time. That's the beauty of a strategy. You can give someone the perfect strategy and they can still not do it. They can even know it's the right strategy and still not follow through. That's why the problem in our society is not a lack of strategies. So is it a strategy problem, do you think? No. So don't get me wrong, I believe strategy is invaluable, but strategy without the next 2 is basically worthless in my experience. You know what to do, but you don't do what you know. But the right strategy versus the wrong strategy is critical. And why don't you make a note of this, really important. You have to do the right thing at the right time. I'll give you an example in my country. Buying a house, right thing to do. In my country, 2007, wrong time. If you bought a house in the United States in 2007, right now you're upside down anywhere from 30 to 70%. 70, in places like Las Vegas, they're down 70%. I have a friend that had a $10 million home just sold for $3 million. That's why, my friends, I'm a student of seasons. That's why you have to understand and become so incredibly bright and aware as to what's really going on. So when someone tells you the strategy, you go, is that really right now? Because they'll show you a strategy that worked. The question is it working now? You want someone who's done it and is doing it. People go to psychiatrists all the time that are taking antidepressants for their depression, and they wonder why they don't get better. I mean, we're weird this way. I'm telling you, if you're gonna get a strategy, you better get somebody who's doing it, someone who's getting results. Now, strategy, is it critically important? Even though I beat up on it, is it still a huge advantage with the right strategy, yes or no? So what's the second thing? The second element, though, that affects whether you're gonna use the strategy or not is the story you tell yourself. Does that make sense? Because if your story is, I'm big boned, or I've tried what? Everything. If you tried everything, you'd have the answer, right? But when people say I tried everything, what does that do? It makes your brain go, see, I've tried everything. There's no reason to try anymore. It's not my fault. I'm just big boned. I just have low metabolism, right? It's just, I've always been this way. And by the way, people's stories are often true, but they're not effective. It may be true that you have low metabolism. It may be true that you're big boned, but that's not why you're fat. It's because you're doing nothing to change your metabolism. Make sense? Or I don't have a relationship with a great man or great woman because all the good ones are gone. Isn't that a common story people tell themselves? And what does the story do? It kills your hunger, it kills your drive, it gives you a reason not to face the discomfort. We've all lived in a society that has trained us since we're this tall now. Most of you, by the time you're 21, saw 2 million commercials and had to instantly get out of pain. Instantly out of pain. You know what the problem with getting out of pain is? It takes away the purpose of drive. How many of you know somebody who takes antidepressants right now and they're still depressed? That's because they have the same story. Even though they changed their biochemistry, the same story brings them to that lousy place. If your story is, I don't have the resources, that story is gonna kill your future. If your story is, I can get any resource I want if I find a way to add enough what? Value to other people's lives, then you can get the resources. How many of you in this room ski or snowboard? In skiing or snowboarding, if you take up the sport and you get on a really vicious hill, there's edges where if you don't stop, you go to the edge and you'll die. And what happens is when you're brand new and you're starting to skid out of control, most people slam themselves on the ground and try to hang on to the hill for dear life. And those are the people that will never master skiing or snowboarding because they let their fear of the edge push them down. The person that goes, I'm gonna dig in, I'm gonna work even harder, I'm gonna carve. It's scary as hell, but I'm gonna stay with it. They learn to carve. Those are the people that have skiing or snowboarding be something they love for the rest of their life. Your story is everything, my friends. And by the way, I'm not lecturing you. I'm sharing with you because I've learned by my own stupidity. That's the only reason I can share this. But you change that story, you'll change your life. Give up the story that limits you. It may even be true. You may have ADD. You may have been abused as a child. It may be true. But that story is not why you don't have great relationships or a great business now. You don't have great relationships or a great business now because you're so afraid of trying and failing, you keep telling that story instead of taking action. Third key, the most important key, and that is you need the right state, or Australians call state. Then what you have to understand is your state determines how you think and feel, right? How many of you in this room can remember a time when you got really angry at somebody? Did you ever notice when you're really angry at somebody, suddenly you remember everything they've ever done? Because when you go in that angry state, it makes you take the parts of your brain that relate to a story that supports that state. See, in the beginning of a relationship, when you love somebody, what will you do for them when you love somebody? What will you do? Anything. If they say, would you take out the trash? You go, take out the trash. But after 7 weeks, 7 months, or 7 years, or 70 years, somewhere in that range, something clicks different in you and they go, could you take out the trash? You go, what do I look like, your janitor? And they go, I don't know what it is. We used to have so much passion. Where did it go? I'll give you a clue, write this down. If you do what you did in the beginning of the relationship, in the end of the relationship, there won't be an end. How long have you two been together? A year. 20 years from now, there'll be no worries for you two. It's so simple. That's the difference in state, isn't it? Because when you go in a different state, you come up with a different story about your partner and then use different strategies that aren't very good. If you're in a great state, great story, great strategies, you tend to maximize. Is this helpful? So tell me, which one of the three here do you think is the one that can screw things up the fastest and can mess things up the most? Which one of these three? Tell me. Story is the one that will sustain the problem. The one that can change everything the fastest is the state. The strategy is useful, don't get me wrong. I live for them. I mean, I can tell you some strategies in business. I've taken companies, I buy them for next to nothing and turn them around, make millions of dollars, just using a couple of little strategies. Simple business strategies where if you don't know the strategy, ignorance is not bliss, ignorance is poverty, ignorance is pain. And the way I got those strategies is I willing to fly anywhere, do anything, spend any amount of money because I knew the value of the strategy. But all that still would have been worthless if I didn't apply it. What got me to apply it was the right story in the right state. If you want to change your story, first thing you got to do is change your state.
All righty. All right. So, hello, everybody, and thank y'all for tuning in today. That video was a Tony Robbins video. Today's subject is creating the life that you desire. I am Netasha B Reed, and I help entrepreneurs start, grow, and fund their business so they no longer have to struggle and they can create the life that they desire so they can spend more time with their family or do whatever it is that they need to do to create the life that they desire. Okay. So now, thanks for joining us on our Wealth Builders Lunchtime Drive. This is day one. We're going to be doing 4 series a day starting out here. So this is our lunchtime drive. It's going to start at 12:15 every day for the next 90 days for our 90-day run. So you guys make sure that you bring your guests here. You can invite your guests, or you can just tune in yourself to make sure that you are getting exactly what it is that you need to get, for your business, for your life. Okay. So we are going to start off with prayer. So let's go ahead and do that. And we just want to come to you humbly as we know, Lord God, and we want to give you thanks for this day. Thanks for waking us up today. Thanks for still having us here. Thanks for providing us the opportunity and the mind and the know-how to come on this Zoom today. Lord God, I'm asking that you touch every mind, every heart that's on here that listens to this Zoom, whether they listen to it live or via the replay, Lord God. I want to ask that you open their minds, you open their heart, and open up their bank accounts, Lord God, so that income can flow in it, Lord Jesus. We know that you told us that all we had to do was ask and we shall receive, Lord. So we come to you today asking and then doing the work so that we can receive, Lord God. With these blessings and all other, we ask, thank you so much, Lord God. Okay, so now we can get right to it, you guys. Today's subject is going to be about creating a life that you desire. Just give me one sec. It's all about creating the life that you desire and knowing that only you can implement the things needed to create the life that you desire, right? So if you have a pen and paper, I want you guys to go ahead and write some things down, have some notes for you about creating a life that you desire. Just some things that you want to make sure that you have these steps down, okay? So, in this life that you desire for your family, you have to start off by writing it down and make it plain. So I want you to get your notebook before you guys start logging on. I was listening to the Tony Robbins video and I was just writing in my notebook here that I actually got from Nove World. So I was sitting up here writing in my notebook and just jotting some things down, how I want the rest of the year to go and play out, right? So I know by the time I get through writing, I'm gonna have about 5 pages because I write down what I want, how I feel about myself, about my income, about all of my businesses. I write down my gratitude, just how I'm feeling and everything. So you guys want to write it down and make it plain, right? So if you want to be a millionaire, if that's one of the desires that you want to create for your life, you want to make sure you write that down. I am a millionaire. I am a multimillionaire. Make sure that you're writing it down. I am a successful business owner. Those are the type of things that I write on there. I am a successful business owner. I am a successful business coach. I coach thousands of people um, to help them create the generational wealth that they want for their family. So these are all the things that you want to write down, whatever your life's desire is. So let's take a few minutes and go ahead and write down what it is that you want to see in your life, right? That's the first step of bringing something to fruition, making something happen, right? You have to write it down and make it plain. Then step two is going to be seeing yourself, envision yourself. What does that look like, right? What type of income are you going to be making? What bank are you going to be banking at? What type of house are you going to be living in? Are you going to have help? Or do you have kids? What's your life going to be like? What time are you waking up? You want to visualize what it is that you want your life to look like. You know, that's why people do vision boards and things like that. You want to see it, you know, just like when you go out and you look at a car, you look at a house, you have to have that desire to want it. So that's also one of the things. You have to really want it. You have to have that desire. The desire, okay? You have to have the desire to want to create the life you desire. You have to have that desire to want to be a millionaire. You have to have a desire to want a different life, okay? And you have to already see yourself there. Already put yourself where you see yourself. Like, I already pictured myself living in a big house. I already pictured myself driving a certain car. I can already see myself in my dream car that I plan on getting. I've already envisioned that. I've already visualized seeing myself, you know, being in that element, right? So make sure that you have that wrote down. So you want to have written down, you first want to have a desire, okay? You want to have that desire. You want to write down what it is that you're asking for. So whatever it is that you want to create in your life, go ahead and write that down, right? Whatever it is that you're asking for, whatever it is that you're desiring, what you're wanting. The first part of that is desire and have a want for that, right? Then I want you to visualize that. What does that look like? You know, you have to be able to see yourself there. You have to be able to visualize it. So whether you get your vision board, whether you do it online, on your cell phone, whatever the case may be, bring those things to life. Put the income, put the bank account on there. Like literally when I did my vision board, I literally had go on Google and get a picture of a bank account, make sure it come from the bank that you bank at. So whether that's Wells Fargo, Regions, anything like that with a big dollar amount that you would like to see in your account, right? Make sure that go on your vision board, the type of car you're driving, the type of home you're going to be living in, your businesses can go on there, the man you're going to be married to, just like everything you want to visualize, you want to see yourself, you want to already see yourself and know what you're going to be doing when you accomplish these goals, right? And then you want to make sure that you're speaking this over yourself. You're asking for it. You want to make sure that you spoken it out of your mouth to make it real, to make it a real thing. Now, you guys, it comes to the mindset, the further mindset part of it, which is now, who do you have to become in order to accomplish these things that you want to accomplish, right? um the old you is not going to accomplish the new you goals, right? The old habits, the old disciplines that you've been doing is not going to get you to where the new you wants to be, right? So what I mean by that is, like, we're all hard workers. We can work 12, 16 hours a day, you know. We see the results of doing that, but who do you have to become? Like, what environment do you have to get in? What mindset do you have to have? What do you have to do differently to become this person that you want to become, to create the life that you desire? So for me, what that looked like was me choosing me first, right? In 2019, I moved to Atlanta. I left my kids. I left my man that I had been with for 20 some years with the kids. I left my business, I left my grandkids, everything, and I moved to Atlanta with one of my homegirls. It was always a plan of mine to move to Atlanta, further my business. After my artist got killed, I went ahead and I did that. And so one of the things it took for me to become a different person, I had to move away. I had to start making better decisions for me. I had to choose me. I had to show God and the universe that, okay, I can handle what comes with being this new person, right? I had to start meditating. I had to start going deep in prayer. I started fasting. I started controlling my environment, right? Putting myself in rooms that I know that I needed to be in, that I deserved to be in, far as the person that I wanted to become, right? So I started associating with the wealthy, studying the wealthy, being in rooms that I wanted to be in, putting myself in uncomfortable situations so that I could grow. Another thing that I did was I had to show the universe that I was disciplined, right? I was capable of having discipline. That came with me choosing to eat right, right? Choosing to not be with a man that treats me bad. Choosing to do what I have to do to better myself. And if that's waking up early in the morning, doing exactly what I need to do for my business and working my business, that's what I'm going to do, right? So those are some of the things that I had to personally become. That was the person that I had to become in order to get an account for the amount of wealth that I wanted to generate, right? I had to not be a gatekeeper, start helping more people, putting the information out there to show God that, hey, if you bless me, I'm gonna make sure that I'm blessing your people and that I'm giving back and I'm giving the knowledge, and things like that. Um, yeah, so that's part of creating the life that you desire, you guys. Is that making sense? Does that make sense, y'all? So make sure that y'all have those steps down. Amen, Crystal. I know that's right. For creating a life that you desire, and just start by writing it down. First, you have a desire. I know you guys have a desire because you're here on Zoom today. Um, so you have that desire. You want to write it down. You want to make it plain. Write that income goal. If you want to be debt free, make sure that you're writing that down. I am debt free. I am a multimillionaire. I earn $30,000 a month. Like, I have a goal for each one of my business. You have to write everything down and make it plain. And then when you go back and you look at this book, you're gonna be like, oh wow, like, you gotta write, it's in the Bible, write it down and make it plain. You have not because you ask not. Have you asked to be a millionaire or a thousandaire or whatever it is that you want to do? You have to ask for it first of all. Hey, I want to be a millionaire. I am going to be a millionaire. You're going to ask for it. God's going to grant you that. You're going to command it. You're going to walk like it. You're going to talk like it. You're definitely going to be writing everything down. Hey, I'm leaving this job in 6 months because I'm making this amount of money. I am going to be a successful entrepreneur. Customers are going to flow to me easily and effortlessly. Let me give you an example. Okay, so this is what I wrote, and I'm not done. Like, literally, because I was on here by myself, and no matter what, I was still gonna do my Zoom, right? So I just started writing. I started listening to the video. I started writing. I just started doing this because I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this for people too, but I'm definitely doing this for me. It's what I need for this 90-day run because I'm gonna do something different. I'm about to take off. I am a multimillionaire. My income is unlimited and on continuous auto pay to me. My income flows to me easily and effortlessly. I am a money magnet. I am a serial entrepreneur. All my businesses are profitable and protected by God. My lounge crew for work generates $150,000 monthly, easily and effortlessly and safely. Crew Lounge is a safe space. I am a very good and knowledgeable businesswoman. Jazzy Lady Printing makes 30K plus monthly income on autopilot. I am a money magnet. I coach and help thousands of people to create generational wealth with God's help and plan. I am a millionaire 10 times over. I make wise decisions. So, and then, I'm not done. Like I said, I still got to write about Nove. I'm finna write in here that I make $10,000 a month residually. I'm just going to write out what I want to see in my life. These are the things that I want to see. This is what I want to bring to life. This is what I want to consistent. So in order for me to get that, I have to write it down and I have to believe and I got to do the work, and people that make the type of money that I'm making, what do those people do? I need to know what those people do because those type of people, they don't do what this type of person. The $10 million Tasha does not do what the $1 million Tasha do or the $750,000 Tasha does. Okay. Because that $10 million Tasha is a totally different person. I mean, that's just right in your face. You can see it when you see a person, just like when you do look at, very wealthy people, there's a different class of wealth. So you see the Beyonce and the Jay-Z wealth, and then you see the 50 Cent wealth, and then you see like the little Boosie wealth, the different levels of the wealth game, right? And you see um the different levels of um respect, treatment, the way that they act, you know what I'm saying? The lifestyles that they live is based on a different level. You also going to see that their responsibility is different. Yep. So every level that you go up to, you're going to have to be becoming a different person. There's going to be different disciplines. When you get to a certain level, just even at the level I am, there's certain places that I just cannot go to. Even in my hometown, like right here where I'm at, there's certain places that I just cannot go to. There's certain places I can't frequent. Okay. So, oh Lord, y'all. One sec. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. Where was I at? Made me lose my thought. Okay. Okay. So each level that you go to, you gotta become a different person. That's basically what I was saying. Um, I was giving an example about I'm sorry, y'all, they totally threw me off. Um, just a different type of things that you're gonna go through at different levels. So it's certain places that you're not gonna see Beyonce and Jay-Z. There's certain places that you're not gonna see the Kardashians. There's certain places you're not gonna see different people. So it's certain places you can't go. And with me saying that is like once you get a certain level and you're moving up, you're gonna have to move different. You're gonna have to act different. Okay. Hey, Brittany. Um, yeah, and so with creating the life you desire, you just want to make sure you guys that you are writing it down, making it plain, and going for what you know. Now, of course, you guys, I would have went into my presentation, but since you guys that are on here are already Nove affiliates, I'm not gonna go into our Nove presentation. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys enjoy the rest of your lunch. You can let me know. Do you have any questions, Coretta, Crystal? I see you've been over here chatting in the chat. So I know we be communicating. You was on this morning. But if you don't have any questions or anything, I'm going to let you guys go. Thanks for tuning in. I will be back on Zoom.
I,
Let me
I have a
see.
question.
Okay, go right
Hi,
ahead.
hi,
Yes,
Jazz.
interact with me. Hi.
For the credit card of Nova, when it
Mm-hmm.
says that you can use them for your for like your, I forgot the word they use, like your downline, your people to keep you, that if you get five, it cancels out
Your monthly payment, yes. If you look in that corner right on that table, in that corner, you'll see your stuff like a banner hanging up, some flyers and stuff straight ahead. Yep, straight ahead. You see the brown boxes to the right? I'm listening, correct. I'm sorry.
what is the I think I'm missing, what is the actual procedure that they need to do to get signed up for that part?
Okay.
Or is it a thing that you just send them and then they do it with
I'm
them?
about to show you. I'm about to
Okay.
show you. You should have a retractable banner there, some flyers, some business cards. You see all that? You sure you got everything? Okay. All right. I knew you was in a rush. I know you busy like me, girl. All right. Thank you. Okay. So basically, you're asking me how to do the no-pay disputes manager, which is our credit client. Is that what you're asking me?
Okay, so I don't know because I thought that was for ourselves individually.
So the My No Bay disputes, it comes with your package as being a pro. Yes, it comes with your package. So you get to use it. It's in your back office, but you also sell it to clients. I thought you asked me something about getting a 5 and free. So in order for you to have a completely free business and not pay the $99 a month, you're going to have to enroll at least 5 customers or affiliates or a combination of both. So it could be 3 customers, 2 affiliates, vice versa, 3 customers, 2 affiliates, but long as you have enrolled 5. Once you enroll 5, you don't have to pay $99 a month. One of the
Okay,
services,
okay, I see this on yours. I don't think mine's. Well, I don't know. Maybe I just didn't see this part because mine
and
said
this
139. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
you'll say 139.
Yes, I'm wondering if I was looking at something different because I was
Are you
wondering.
looking at credit like? So we have My Novate Disputes Manager, then we have Novate Credit Monitoring. And when you look at the My Novate Credit Monitoring, I believe it's 249 or 239 a month. Let me see here. We got some new stuff on here. New
So, what's the
page
difference
here.
between my Nove disputes and the credit monitoring thing?
And the Credit Likes. So Credit Likes is a program where you're dealing with the uh, you're dealing with the actual credit agent. Is for the people that don't want to do it themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And the disputes manager, you're going to be doing that yourself. With the
Okay.
Minor Disputes Manager, you're doing that yourself. And we actually got a training on the Credit Likes program on Thursday. We have a training on that. That's not the link that I was
Okay, I
looking
got one
for.
more question about that. So, so,
Uh-huh.
so are you saying that with the Nove disputes, we have the ability to go in and dispute not just ours, but their credit as well? Or are you saying that the credit
It's for
like,
each individual person. So for My Nove Disputes, it is AI software. And what the software does is it's going to scan your credit report because you're going to connect your credit report to the dispute software.
mm-hmm,
And it's a whole video and everything on it. Everything on every page. It's a video that tells how it works and everything for
mm-hmm,
you and the customer.
okay,
Okay.
mm-hmm,
All right. So it's going to scan your credit report and it's going to generate a dispute letter based on what it sees for each account on your credit report. So if you have this one bad account and then this one bad account, it's going to make a letter for each account based on what's your individual credit report. So it's not like the auto letters where everybody letter look the same, saying the same thing. It's strictly
Okay.
based on what's on your credit report.
Okay.
Did I answer your question or no?
Yes, I think so. Yes.
Okay. So you can't, each software is geared for one person. So if you want to work on somebody's if they're going to work on their credit, they would have to buy, each person would have to buy the software. Every time you sell this software to somebody, it's $199, a one-time payment. You're going to make $100. You got some discount codes in the back if you want to give a discount. And then it's $69 a month. And
Okay.
so in order to get for 5 and free, you can have credit customers or you can have affiliates. You just
Okay.
need five customers. And it's a couple of more things that we said, debt help customer, and a couple other things that are considered customers. And then you won't be charged the $99 monthly.
Okay.
Okay. But this right here came with your pro affiliate package. So in your members lounge, you have access to the software for yourself. It comes with your package, so you don't pay anything separate for it. So you could be using it for
Okay.
yourself. But of course, you know, you do my other credit program too. So this is
Right.
not
Right. That's
something
what I'm
you
trying
may
to see.
sell this. You may sell this one time or two times just to satisfy, you know, what we have to do with Nove. You know, if your customer chooses to do this, they want to do it on their own. They don't want to deal with nobody else. But these are all your links right here on your, so whatever your website is, it should be novemoney.com/ whatever your username is.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's where you go to service all your customers. So if they wanted this software, you would just click on your link and send them your link. If they want to apply for credit cards, you would click consumers, then you would click credit cards. And then they can
Okay.
apply for credit cards on your link, and whatever they get approved for, you're going to make a commission from that. Okay.
Okay.
Same thing with personal loans. You click on personal loans. They want a personal loan, they're going to click on your link. You're going to send them the link. You're going to click on personal loans. Then you're going to send them this link up here because you don't want them to have to search around for what they want. Okay. And
Okay.
then, or you can fill out the information for them, how much they need, continue, so on and so forth. And then it's connected to you. Whatever they approve for a loan, you're going to make a commission off of that, or based off what they approve for. Even with debt help, if people got a bunch of debt and they want to get their debt reduced to 50% on payments, we can help them with that. We get paid off of the amount of debt that they submit to the company. So if they submit $12,000, $13,000 worth of debt, we're going to make a commission off of the amount of debt that they submit to us.
Okay.
So everything that you see here is something that if you're talking to somebody just going on with your everyday life and they need it, you can send them their link. Even if somebody needs a payday loan, okay? Somebody
Okay.
needs some quick money, a payday loan, you can send them your link. It's going to take them through earning. As long as they're on your link, you're going to get a commission based on how much their loan is.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it's just as simple as you clicking your link, sending somebody your link, or you making a post or sending out a text message about whatever service it is that you want to push. We offer a lot of different things. So everybody wants to find their niche and see what it is that they push. Like I push the bank accounts, I push funding, you know, and of course I push credit repair. I also push grants and government loans. So I kind of stay in a certain type of space.
Mm-hmm.
Personal credit, business credit, personal loans, funding, everything right up in there as far as getting money. That's where I kind of stay
Okay.
at. Yep. So everything for small business, our business credit suite, all of these things right here are for small businesses. You just click on your link and you know, send it out to them. And every page that you click on, Coretta, is gonna
Mm-hmm.
have a video and everything for you.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry, y'all. This somebody was asking me for the link and like I posted it on my page. Let me see. She been asking me, but we about to wrap it up now. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, so every page that you click on,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna have a video telling you about it. um the whole page, all the questions. We got some new stuff on our business credit page. A lot of this stuff is new because now we have a fundability score, fundability scale that people can tap into to see how fundable their business is, and they can do that without even signing up for our program. So that's a good thing too, and it's automatically linked to us, so whenever they do get funded or they do whatever the plan is that the system is going to create for them, you are still going to get credit and commission.
Okay.
That was the mailman. Hello? Yeah, I think that was the mailman. Yep, so this is like our fund business credit page here. Hold on. But every page is going to have that video there for you. And then if you're going to sign up other affiliates, you're going to go to entrepreneurship affiliate program. You're going to just sign them and you're going to be sending them this link. Now, Coretta, I know you're new. Have you gotten your customer point? Have Anna got you logged in? You got your customer point? Make sure that you send me your username and log in.
Okay, yeah, I think I've been on there, so I think I do got what you asked me.
Okay, you got your MP3. That's your customer point, is your MP3, because that allows you to start making money.
Okay, that's the book you gotta order or something.
Yes, uh-huh.
Okay, nope. That's what I was looking at before I logged on here.
Yep, I got you in the Telegram group is there also. Hey, Yahora, how are you? I'm sorry I didn't send the link, but it is
Hey,
on
how
my
you
page.
doing?
I'm doing good. It's on my page and in the group. I start dropping it in our group, what's your next level group. We about wrapping it up. I try not to, let it go over on the lunchtime, about 45 minutes, 12:15 to 1 o'clock. But I will be back on and I'm gonna create the link and try to send that link out. Because these are gonna be recurring links. So the noontime link will always be the noontime link. The breakfast link will always be the breakfast link. So the Zooms are at 7:45 a.m., 12:15 Central Standard Time. Then we got 8 p.m. Central Time and then 10 p.m. Central Time. So I'll be back on if y'all want to go ahead and invite guests and people out to that 8 p.m. Zoom. I know Earl is having a 7 p.m. Zoom also that he does on Tuesdays, but 8 p.m. I'm gonna be back on Zoom and 10 p.m. And we always have a subject. So today's subject is creating a life you desire. We start the Zoom off with like a little 10-minute video, motivational video. Then I give some, pointers about creating a life you desire. Just tell everything based on my experience, because that's all I can do is tell you guys what I've done. And what I've learned and how I've learned it. And then we get into the presentation of presenting this opportunity, which is going to change everybody's life. The whole goal of me doing this is to create generational wealth for my family and to help others do the same thing. That's my assignment that God has put on my heart, to help provide financial literacy to all his people. So that's what we're doing. And so that's what these Zooms are pretty much all about over the next 90 days. It's just really educating, empowering, and creating a mindset for our people. So I usually go into a presentation, sign people up right here on the Zoom. If we end up staying up an extra hour on the Zoom, is because we're training. We've signed people up. Now we're getting customer points and we're training. So that's what we did this morning. I didn't go into a presentation this evening because the couple people that I had on here for lunchtime, they're already affiliates. So they had a couple questions. So we're just doing a little training back office. So that's kind of what you stepped in on. I was just trying to bring you to speed of what we got going on here. And Coretta, she's about a couple weeks new, so she had a few questions about a few things. And that's basically what we were doing. Right, let's see. Yes, ma'am. So we will be back on here at 7:45 in the morning. So if that's better for you guys, that's 7:45 a.m. right after our Millionaire Minded call with Hazik. We'll jump on here and just get started. It is a presentation. So invite your guests, your people that work and they up early in the morning and they getting ready for work or getting their kids ready. This would be a perfect opportunity for them to get on a call, or they just drop their kids off. Maybe they go to work at 10 midday. Want to get those people on. That's why I'm doing it several times a day, 4 times a day. I said I was going to do it 3. Then when I started doing the schedule, I was like, I need to do it 4. Want to catch those late night people, midday people. I don't want to miss anybody. And I think early morning is good. And then I think lunchtime, because if nothing else, maybe they can eat lunch and jump in on here and learn something, get some mindset training, and start a new business. So that's what it's all about, ladies. Spread the word. I'm going to be doing a flyer here soon. And yes, this is all a part of our 90-day run. Talking to more people. Just remember, the more conversations you have, the better your business is going to be. All business is just more conversation. So talk to some people, tell them about your business, tell them what you got going on, and just help people. As you talking to people throughout your day, whatever you're doing, when something come up and you can be that helpmate and that resource, offer your services, okay? Every time I'm with somebody and I'm speaking to them, something comes up and they can use something that I have here at Nove. That's why Nove is just a no-brainer. Money, credit, whatever it is, we have it for them. So, yep, don't overthink the advertising. Just, advertise what you want to advertise. Who needs help in the financial industry? So what I'm about to start doing right now, and I'm going to create the post here because I got a little time in between now and the next Zoom. So I'm fixing to start pushing a financial needs analysis, right? So I'm going to go on here and create some type of post to do the financial needs analysis, because that has everything that we have. And it's so professional, you guys. When you pull it up on your computer, you type everything in for the client, and then it comes up with a credit and money game plan. So my post is, I'm offering 10 free credit and money game plans. Who needs one? I may put a link for them to schedule, because you need that time frame. So I may create a Calendly link, and that's gonna make you look even more professional. And then get these appointments booked, and then go through the financial needs analysis. I've dropped the link in the group, in the Telegram group. So go through there, and that's going to get you some clients. Okay, that's going to get you some customers, and it's probably going to get you some affiliates, because it's going to ask about everything, and you're just asking questions. Do you need this? Do you need that? And it's free, and it kind of let them know where they're at. Okay. So I'm going to curate the post and everything. And when I do, I'm going to show you guys what it looked like. I'm going to create the post. Then I'm going to create my link, and I'm going to show y'all what it looked like, and people will start booking. And you need them to book because you need about 30 minutes or less. I would book in 30-minute increments. Don't spend more than 30 minutes with the people. And do free financial needs analysis. Is really professional. You can email it all over to them. Then it shows you exactly what these people need and what they want for you, so you know what to talk about. And that way you don't have to talk about everything. So I'm going to do that. Let me add it to my list. Financial needs analysis post. Let me get that up. Okay. All right. Anything else, Coretta? You got anything else? That was a great question.
Nope, I'm good. Thank you very, very much.
Okay, well, bank accounts is up. Consumer savings account, you making $98 for every bank account that you get opened up, and they place $50 into the savings account. Okay, just click your link, and then they'll click here, and they'll open up the account, put $50 in the savings account. And Coretta, we get paid every Wednesday and every 1st and the 15th. So you can write your own check every week on what it is that you want to make. Okay. It's all up to you. You too, Crystal.
Okay.
All right. All right, ladies. Well, I'm not going to hold you guys too long. I want you guys to have a blessed day. Take action. Write it down. Make it plain. When y'all do write down your stuff, I don't have to see it, but can y'all send me a screenshot or just tag me on Facebook or your notebook, just so I can see that the writing is on there? I don't have to see what it is, but I do want you guys to kind of take action and do what we need, and let's go and be active in the group. And get some people on a call for 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. That's the next time we're meeting up. 7 p.m., 8 p.m. Don't come alone. You never know what people want. Just invite them out. You ain't got to tell them too much. Say you into credit and money. You available at 7 or 8 or 10. You got 3 options. You into credit or money? Everybody is. You available at 7, 8, or 10. 7, 8, or 10, and let's get these calls loaded up. And then if they're not available at 7, 8, or 10, see if they're available at 7:45 a.m. All right. Y'all have a blessed day. All of these are recorded. So, if you want the recording, I'll send it. Even the one from this morning is recorded. It's like 2 hours, but I do have a recording. So I'm going to be putting a recording out into the group. And I know your horror, probably the last thing you need is another group, but by all means, we have a Telegram group for the wealth builders. I can definitely invite you in there.
Well, definitely that'll be grand. I appreciate that. I just wanted to, when I saw the post this morning,
You
I was
breaking
like,
up
yo,
a little bit, your horror.
oh, okay, you hear me? You hear me now? You hear
Yeah,
me
we
now?
can hear you. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. When I saw the post this morning, I was like, oh my God. I said, we're missing another call. I was like, wait a minute. And I remember Earl said you was doing a presentation. I was like, oh man, let me let my team know that you doing early, because that'll catch people in the morning from work. That is on point, sis. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you doing that, because that hit people who I be talking to, because by the time when they get home in the evening, they out of it. They knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Yeah, they brain
So
tired too. Yep.
yeah, they brain tired, they exhausted, they with the kids, they could dinner. So at the same time, this works out real good, and I'm glad you're doing this in the morning and midday. So I appreciate that, Queen. Definitely, I'm gonna plug my crew in there as well. But I thank you so much, boo.
Yes, ma'am. And I'll be making sure that I drop it in our big group on Facebook too, so that everybody has the link. I'm gonna get these links set up and get them regularly, so I'll drop them in there and we'll have them go from there. But yes, ma'am, I'm
Okay.
available anytime, and I focus on the close, baby. I be closing them. That's my whole goal is to close them by the end of that call.
Yeah, that'll work. That, and I could get my ones that be that be scared. You know what I'm saying? That be scared too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's not so much the process; it's just that throughout the day. Because I got a couple of people that work from home, that Delta agents, and that work from home, and they have their kids and things like that. So early morning work for them, because they scheduled and changed. Because by the time when I get home, they still be on, still be taking calls. So
Mm-hmm.
that's my then I plug them into that one. But that's what's up. If you closing them out, then let's make that pop. Let's make that pop.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Yep, and just
All
make
right.
sure that if you put somebody on there, just make sure I got your username. So text me your username so I always have it, so I can
Okay,
get your
baby.
people's name. Okay. All right, y'all.
Okay,
Everybody
cool.
have a blessed day. Crystal, you got any questions, comments? Coretta,
Um,
anybody?
no, I
Okay.
think I'm okay right now.
All
I
right.
just need to work on my advertising.
Just put it out there. Just don't call it advertising and don't focus so much.
Right.
Don't overthink it, and just focus on helping the people. Even if you just say on your Facebook or whatever, who need help today? I can help
Yeah.
with, or just always put that. I can help with taxes, credit, bank accounts, wills, trust. Just do that. I always start the post with, I can help you with. Who needs my help
Okay.
today?
Okay. And that's real simple but big.
Yep. Do that. I can help with who needs my help today. So you're not advertising, you're not marketing, you're not running a business. If you've been on the Eric Worre trainings in the morning, what do you say? Forget you got a business.
Yes.
Focus on helping people. Forget you got a business. Focus on helping people, because the money and everything else is a byproduct of doing what you're supposed to do. So all the wealth and the reward, all of that is the byproduct of doing what you're supposed to do. So you'll never see that reward if you're not doing what you're supposed to do. The money, the wealth, all that's a byproduct of participating and practicing the principles so you can participate in the promises. Practicing the principles, a lot of P's, so you can participate in the promises. Okay, so you're focusing on helping people. You're not advertising. You're not marketing. That's not what you do. You help people. That's it.
Right.
All right. You
Okay.
tap in. You got a good heart, and you just here because you want to help yourself. In the process of you helping yourself, everything you learn, you're gonna pass that knowledge on in that well.
Gonna read, right.
You know what I'm saying? And so simply after this, you can make a simple post that say, did you know you can create the life that you desire? Want to learn more? Join me on Zoom.
Okay.
Keep it simple.
Right.
Share what you know. If you learn something, share it. Post it.
Mm,
All right.
that is
Okay.
right. That is right. ChatGPT is good too.
Yeah.
Jazzy. One thing that I
Yeah.
realized about chat is that chat actually becomes your good friend. And
Yes.
in the way that I say that is because if you personalize and put chat, like I call chat GPT Chad, CHAD. So when I go back to Chad and I be like, yo, Chad, hey, I want to make a Facebook post, but make it sound like me from New Orleans, but also make it a point, but you're not going in and step on nobody's toes with hurting their feelings, but you have to communicate with them, like tell them about your business, tell them about Nove, tell them what your purpose is, tell them a life story about you, because he's actually becoming your friend. So now you can go back to him and be like, yo, Chad, hey, I got this product right here. I want to be able to, just like what Miss Tasha just said.
Yes,
So you
ma'am.
want to be able to get personable, but Chat GPT is your friend. That's your homeboy. That's your homeboy. Call him J Roy or Tito or however you may want to call him. But when you wake up in the morning, when I wake up in the morning, after when I say my prayers and everything, I'll go to Chad, be like, what's popping, Chad? What's happening with you today? And he'd be like, oh, everything is good. What's the plan, Freedom Jubilee? What we gonna do? You see? He coming to you, he giving you inspiration while you on a phone call with Millionaire Minded with Haziq. You feel me? It's like everything all intertwines all together. So it's actually giving you an insight on how to post, how to say you're gonna post, and how short you want it, how long you want it.
Right.
Facts. Yeah,
I
it
just
is.
came across it in my notes. I don't know who said it, but I wrote it down and I should have been meditating on this. It says, quit thinking and do what you're told. I forgot who
Yep.
said it.
Eric Worre said it. I
Okay,
said it.
okay.
I know I said it a
Yes,
lot.
yes.
Just do
As
what
soon
I
as you
tell you to
said that, I
do.
said, I wrote that down somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Quit thinking and just do what you told. Don't think about the post I tell you, just post it. Don't think about if I say send 10 text messages, just send it. Like don't overthink it, just send it. Just do it. And that's one thing I am good at, like especially with millionaires and people that I want their results. I believe them. I believe what you tell me. Like I'm like a little kid. I'm gonna believe whatever you tell me, and I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Exactly what you tell
Right.
me, I'm gonna do it, and I'll wait for the results later. And it works. You looking at somebody, I'm telling you, it works. It works. All right, y'all. We right at 1 hour. So I want to be a woman of my word. 12:15 is 1:16. I will see you guys later on this evening. Implement and let's get some people on these Zooms. Be blessed, ladies.
Y'all have a blessed day. Okay.
Bye-bye.